Once I stopped drinking, after about 4 months, I started to get even more focused in my work. I started to get leaner in my fitness, right? Nothing else had changed. I just stopped drinking about 3 to 4 cocktails a month. I started to have better cognitive function, brain function. 6, 7, 8 months in, I realized like, holy cow, man, I'm like sharper than a tack. And I'm a pretty sharp dude. And I realized I'm sharper than a tack right now, like I'm on fire. And I kept pointing back to the only thing that had changed was that I had stopped drinking at social events. Though I hadn't done anything else, I stopped drinking at social events, my cognition went up, my body started to process fat easier, I started to get leaner, I started to get stronger, and I'm like, what the hell? Because typically as you get older, your metabolism slows down, it's harder to put on muscle. It reversed for me, right? And I'm pretty in tune with my body. So as I started to do the research, I realized that there's literally, while the effects of alcohol can go away in the next 24 to 48 hours, let's say the hangover, right? So essentially, what was I feeling when I'd wake up, foggy-headed and a little groggy? With 1 or 2 cocktails, me personally, I get hungover. For you, it might take 5 or 6 beers or several cocktails. I don't know. But the hangover might be gone in 2 or 3 days, but there's this buildup of toxins, of alcoholic poison in your body that almost slowly slows down your cognitive function, your focus, your ability to make decisions, like good decisions, your ability for your synapses to fire, for your neurons to transfer information. Like I started to do the research and I went down the rabbit hole. I'm like, holy shit, I got to make an episode out of this. And so that's what we're doing here. Now listen, look, we all know that maybe your body definitely takes the biggest beating, right? And for me, look, I don't know what kind of potential cancerous gene I have in my body. I hope I don't. But what if you and I have some kind of cancerous gene in our body? Don't we want to stay as healthy as possible for as long as possible so we can fight that off and we can die of old age instead of cancer? Well, did you know that alcohol actually speeds up the cancer process? So if you've got the potential for cancer, you can actually speed up that process, the process for liver damage, esophagus damage, right? Stomach damage, the lining of your intestines. Cancers of the following body parts increase for those who are using alcohol: mouth cancer, throat cancer, esophagus cancer, voice box cancer, liver cancer, colon cancer, rectum cancer. I don't want anything fucking with my rectum. Not alcohol, nothing, let alone cancer. Kidney damage is a byproduct of alcohol abuse because remember, your liver and your kidneys are like the filtration system in your body. So while the liver and the kidneys' job is to keep as much poison out of our body, of our bloodstream as possible, alcohol has one of the easiest times, the poison has one of the easiest times getting into your body. And as I'm studying this, I'm like, holy shit. Then I start realizing that the feeling that we're looking for, whether we're alcoholics, whether we're at a party, we want to take the edge off, we're dependent like I was, the feeling that we're looking for is literally our body trying to take poison out of our body. Alcohol is poison, and all your organs, intestines, your lungs even try and take the poison out of your body. And that poison is what we're feeling. We get inebriated. So all of our functions are reduced. All of our cognitive functions, judgmental functions, control functions are reduced. And this is where the bad decision fairy comes in and you start making bad decisions that you regret, or sending text messages of body parts that you regret and then wonder why you did that, or you black out completely. Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian show. I want to remind you about the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I created the Keuilian Wellness Shot because I wanted a product that was going to help you boost your immune system and fight off inflammation in your gut, in your joints, in your body, so that you are healthy, you don't get sick, and you live an awesome life. Keuilian Wellness Shots have these 9 ingredients that are going to absolutely help fight off inflammation and boost your immune system: vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, ginger, turmeric, echinacea, B12, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. And every single packet is checked for heavy metals because our ingredients are top quality and we use nothing but top quality because we cut no corners. So you can use my name, Bedros, at Keuilian.com and get 50% off your Keuilian Tribe subscription. You not only get 50% off your first order, you also get free shipping. You get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, so that if you don't like the product for some reason, which we have yet to meet anyone who don't like the product, we will give you your money back, no questions asked, and we will shake hands and part ways as friends. And of course, $1 of every order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital, which is a hospital system that I've been helping and supporting for over 12 years. They provide medical procedures, medical services, surgeries to children whose families can't afford these procedures. So go to Trulian.com, use code word Bedros, join the Trulian tribe. You get 50% off your first order and then 20% off your recurring monthly orders after that. Back to the show. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You're like, well, wait a minute, man. Like, it's just an occasional use of alcohol, what I do. Like, I just drink it at parties. I just take the edge off like you used to. But I don't wake up hungover. I don't wake up slow. I don't wake up foggy-headed. So why can't I do this, Bedros? It's legal. I get it. A lot of things are legal. Does that mean that it's right and okay to do, that it's good for you? No, it's not. Don't you think someone somewhere has an agenda for legally selling you alcohol? So alcohol causes generational trauma. Like, yeah, but it's legal. Does that mean that it's okay? No, it's not. And in fact, when we're talking about the body, your lungs, you guys ready for this? Your lungs try and work so hard. So when alcohol goes into your bloodstream, your heart starts pumping harder. You go into almost like this, like fight or flight state is literally what they're calling it. You go into this fight or flight state. Your heart starts pumping harder to get the poison out of the body. It sends the poison, obviously it sends it to your liver, through your kidneys. It also, because it makes it into your bloodstream, through your bloodstream, it goes into your lungs. Your lungs want to expel it out, right? Through your breath, like when you exhale. This is how it ends up giving you alcoholic pneumonia. You drink alcohol long enough over time, chronically, you can get alcoholic pneumonia. Now look, people die of pneumonia. I don't want to get pneumonia. The scariest part is it also finds its way into your brain, right? And not only in the way of like reducing inhibitions and impulse control and decision making, but it will actually alter your neurons, the things that actually fire when you are thinking and processing and making decisions and judgment, right? And it is a permanent reduction in size of your neurons. You don't want that to happen. Alcohol passes that blood-brain barrier in every capacity. So your brain literally starts getting eroded. The parts of your brain that make the most important decisions begin to get eroded. The brain damage in the form of amnesia, alcohol-induced amnesia, right? These are things that you don't want. And then there's your reputation. So let's talk about that, right? You're at an event. You had alcohol. Maybe it's a company Christmas party. Maybe it's a family Thanksgiving event. And I get it. Like, families are stupid. They can stress all of us out, whatever. I get it. But at the end of the day, you're making a decision, man, to drink alcohol. And what it's going to do is going to reduce your decision-making, impulse control, lower your inhibitions, lower cognitive ability, lower your reflexes, your judgment, and all those things are going to be impaired. That is typically when you say something stupid, when you do something stupid, and when you later regret that stupid thing you did. And so what does that do to your reputation? How do you feel about yourself afterwards? Are you at a high frequency, or are you at a low frequency for the next few weeks to come because you've got your tail tucked because you did something stupid because you chose to have some alcohol, right? And then it ends up really messing with your health and fitness. Remember, I told you that I found myself getting leaner, tighter. My abs came out more. And I'm like, man, nothing else changed but this reduction of alcohol, like 3 to 4 cocktails a month for me, right? So as it turns out, what it does, it messes with your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland. And those two things that are in your head, your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland, those two control a lot of your hormones. So one, when you drink alcohol, it increases cortisol, your stress hormone, right? So now you're in fight or flight. When cortisol is high, you are storing fat and you are burning muscle. That's just how it is. When you are naturally in a stressed place, you are storing fat, you're going to store fat easier, and you're going to burn muscle, waste muscle. Alcohol increases cortisol and the stress response, but it also dehydrates you. And your muscles, your brain, are very water fluid dependent. So think about that. Alcohol literally dehydrates your body, pulls water from your bloodstream, pulls electrolytes through your bloodstream, dumps it into your kidneys, from your kidneys into your urethra, and from your urethra right into the toilet or the urinal, or if you're really, really drunk, down your leg, right? Wherever. The point that I'm making here is there's no good that comes from it. But in addition to that, slows down your metabolism, and then slows down your testosterone production. And then think about how socially accepted it is that where people will be like, Wait, you're not drinking anymore? Why? Is everything okay? You're like, yeah, everything's fine. Was there a problem? No, there's no problem. I just stopped drinking for my health, for my longevity, for just my cognitive benefits. We can't even have one drink. Like, no one would go around like going, is everything okay? You're not taking fentanyl anymore. You're not taking heroin anymore. Well, just take 1 tube of fentanyl. Just take a little bit of cocaine. Is everything okay? But there's this stigma that if you don't drink, you're the weirdo. And I realized the reason the stigma of you don't drink, you're a weirdo exists is because most people know, everybody knows that alcohol is poison. It's not good for you. You're making bad decisions. You're breaking down your brain, your body, and your muscles. And then it lowers your inhibition. So now you're eating shitty food. You're depressed and anxious the next day. Like there's study after study and after study that show that while you have a spike in feeling good while you're drinking it, you have this massive decline in terms of how you feel. Depressed, anxious, loss of focus, irritability for days afterwards. Like who the fuck wants that? And then for people to go, are you okay? You stop drinking alcohol? Well, why don't you have one? And they're just trying to encourage you to have one. The reason they want to encourage you to have one is because they know that alcohol is bad for them. They don't have the discipline to stop drinking alcohol and use their own cognitive features, their own self-talk to be able to calm their nerves, to be able to have a good time, to be able to have conversation, be charismatic, ask questions without being under the influence of poison. And therefore, they feel guilty about that. And they know that misery loves company, these stupid fucks. And they encourage you to have a cocktail. Just have one drink. It won't hurt you. No, but it will. A lot of things are encouraged. Does that mean that they have the best interest for you? No, you have to decide what is right for me and my family. What is the example that I want to lead to my kids? Like if you're just having a cocktail with your kids around, don't you think that they are more likely at some point to have a drink? They are. These are the facts. I wish I had this wherewithal when Andrew and Chloe were younger. Today, they're 18 and 16. They know better. I'm open with them. They were there the day I stopped drinking alcohol a year ago. But I wish that I didn't model drinking a beer, a cocktail around them during dinner or a cocktail party or something when they were small. So I can't go back in time, but I can tell you because I care for you. I love you. I want to help you. I want to support you. I want to see your trajectory hockey stick in life. Your relationships will improve. I promise you. Your business will improve because you'll make better decisions. Your relationship will improve because you won't make bad decisions. Your health will improve because you will be more likely to burn fat, build muscle, and be motivated to go work out. Your sleep will improve, and therefore your cognitive functions and your physical functions will improve. Everything is upside when you stop drinking. And no matter how little you drink, there's absolutely downside. Study after study after study proves no matter how little you drink, there's absolute downside. But where alcohol is concerned, guys, if I did my job right, I hopefully was able to talk you out of drinking alcohol, even occasionally, even recreationally, even sporadically. And I want you to try just quitting alcohol, all of alcohol, for 12 months straight. And then at the end of that 12 months, you decide whether you want to get back to drinking or not. It's up to you.